Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back to my wardrobe. It is about 5 o'clock when I'm filming this. I wanted to film earlier this morning, but I had to go out to the shops with my mum this morning. I didn't have time to do any filming, so that's why we're back in my wardrobe, because it's literally 5 o'clock when I'm filming this and there's no light, so you'll have to bear with me. But I had my 21st party a couple of weeks ago and I thought that I would just post a video and like talk about how it went, and I wanted to do like a full vlog style, but it was just so impossible. I was so stressed out on the day, like the entire week I was so stressed. Like there was probably like nothing to be stressed about, but I had like Cameron's parents come in to stay at my house here and I wanted them to be comfortable, and he was meeting his parents were meeting my parents for like the first time, and that was so stressful. I wanted them to have like a clean place to stay in and I wanted them to be comfortable, and then I had like all the stresses of like planning a whole party. You had to organize like how everything was gonna go, and just food and decorations and just people and coordinating everything and the weather. Being a June baby is tough. Like I always have difficulties with my birthday party. Like people go away on the long weekend, it's raining, it's cold, it's windy. Like no one wants a party in June, just FYI. So I was pretty blessed to have my party, and it was a little bit cold and a little bit windy, but we didn't have any rain. But we were prepared for like rain and all that kind of stuff. We had like a plan, but luckily it didn't rain, so thank goodness. I thought that I would talk about how everything went and how I made my decorations, and I made like my sign, because I wanted to do like my own little touch on things, because I like to create things. So I was like, why don't I make like some signs and whatever for the bar and all this kind of stuff. So I'll show you that, but for now this is everything that I had already filmed and taken videos and stuff at the party, so I'll pop that in here. It's actually the morning of my 21st birthday party, so I've just been getting ready this morning. I've got to go to my hair appointment in about 10 minutes, but I've just been cleaning up the house. I'm a little bit stressed. I don't know how I'm supposed to do a wedding day if like I'm this stressed for just like a 21st birthday party, but I've got Cameron's parents coming as well to stay at my house, so I've cleaned everything up, made sure everything was nice, got my hair appointment, and then come back and get all my makeup and stuff together, and then just wait for Cameron's parents, and then go to my mum and dad's. What's a bit bright? Go to my mum and dad's and start getting ready. But I made these last night. They haven't quite set yet, so they've got a little bit more time, so they need to set a little bit more, but I cleaned everything up and made sure everything was nice. So for my hair, I know my hair is quite short, so I'll put pictures on the screen about what inspo I had. But I have these dried flowers, these ones, so I'm thinking of cutting them and maybe seeing if she can use them in my hair, because I think that'd be really pretty. I think I'll use that, so I'll just cut that off now and then go to our appointment. Hi, Mum.
Hello, darling. Don't forget to get the cake and the balloons. And did you get more streamers from Kmart?
Sure did. And balloons.
Okay. More balloons?
Yeah, because some of them are like deflated. Love you.
Okay, bye.
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 Let's go. So sorry that wasn't a lot, but that was essentially my party. It wasn't like everyone wasn't getting like overly pissed. Like I was like a little bit drunk, not as much as I thought I would. I think I was just so stressed and had so much adrenaline that I didn't have time to be like super drunk. I did wake up with a bit of a hangover, but so I thought that I would show you the sign that I made and the invitations as well. And I'll pop in any photos I can find. Like, yeah, so I'll pop in any like photos and stuff I have of like our bar area, but I wanted to, it was obviously like no one was to bring their own, like I wanted to have everything prepared for everyone. So I was like, I had beer, wine, sparkling, spirits and soft drinks. So there was like a little bit of everything in there. I think it was helpful to know the people that were coming and like just buy for them. I could have bought maybe a couple more red. So this is my sign. I'm a big fan of this girl on YouTube called Rachel Catherine, and she did a video for her wedding. So she created like her own signs, and she did like, she's really good at like making signs and doing her own calligraphy, and she's just so talented. And I was like, oh, I'd love if I could just like copy what she did and make it into my own. So she did a video where she made like her own signs and stuff for her bar and her like her timeline of like events for her wedding. So I wanted to apply that to my own party, so I made a sign, and this is it here. So I'll probably pop in a little video, but basically I just had like the beer, the wine, everything labeled like really clearly. So I had beer, wine, sparkling spirits. So I had like vodka crush, it's like the Aldi version of cruisers, which is just like 10 times cheaper. And then I made like jelly shots, and I'm gonna see if I can, I'll see if I can pop in a video of like some people doing some jelly shots, because I thought that was really fun.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, oh!
I basically just went onto like Google Docs and made like an A3 piece and then just typed it out and like made sure there was enough spacing and the font was clear enough and it was clean enough. And then I just bought the frame from Kmart, so it doesn't have a back. I would prefer a frame with like one of those handle things so you can just pull out and it leans, but it was totally fine. I ended up leaning it against a fence on the day, but this is like the size, if that means anything. So it was quite large, but I wanted to make sure that it was like nice and clear and like simple and like not colored or anything. I think the frame cost me like $12 or something. So that was fine. And in terms of my invitations, I made them all on Canva, and I used a design that was already there. And basically, I'll show you. We made the design and then just printed it out. Sorry, I'm just gonna hide like my parents' address and my phone number. And then I ended up just writing the person's name next to where it says dear. So that was the template that we had, and I was looking for some card to put it on. I was looking for like some white or blue card initially, and I could not find them for the life of me. Like no stationery shop, no nothing had any sort of like card that I could put my invitations on, and I was stressing. So when I went to Kmart to get my frame, I looked for any sort of cards they had, and they had this pack. 10 cards with envelopes. So I actually ended up just cutting they're just normal like cards. I ended up cutting them in half so they would be just like a single sheet, and I ended up just sticking them on top. So they look like that, and they're just like square. Then I pop them in the envelope, and I thought like I would add a little bit of decoration to it. So because it was quite simple, there wasn't too much to it. Like it was quite pretty, it was just quite simple, it's how I wanted it. I thought that I would add something a little bit more to it. So whilst I was at Kmart as well, I just got these like rhinestone stickers, and I just used the big ones in the middle, and I stuck like 2 in each corner, and then stuck one on the back as well, and then wrote the address on the front and then sent them out. So yes, I did invites. I didn't do like a Facebook group or anything. Like I definitely wanted to make it more like proper and just more like a little bit more formal. Those were the 2 things that I made, but my skin was stressing out as well. Like I was so tired from not sleeping and being so nervous about my party that my skin sort of broke out a little bit while I was editing other like you can probably see it in my previous videos, like it broke out like a little bit like around here and then like a couple up here. Like I am wearing tinted moisturizer today. It's really cleared up, and I've been making a more like precise skincare routine and making sure I'm not like overwhelming my skin with too much product, not wearing a lot of makeup or like tinted moisturizer. Like I just put a little bit on today because I was going out. But I do want to do like a dedicated in-depth skincare routine because I'm really loving the products that I'm using at the moment. I just think it needs its own video. So I think I will do that I think I will talk about that in a future video. I think everyone had the best time. Like it was just so much fun. I didn't have too many of my friends there. I only had like my 2 best friends there from school. Everyone else there was just family and family friends. The theme was like a white party. So everyone wore white, but I wore a different dress. This was my dress, so it looks a bit different on a hanger, but it's from Beginning Boutique and I wore a size 12. I'll put a link down below for the dress, for this dress, if you wanted to have a look. But the whole idea was that I wear something different and everyone wears white. So it was so cool seeing like everyone get into it. We had a really good outdoor setup with like fairy lights. We did the decorations essentially the night before because there was just no time to do it the next day. So we set the time for 3 p.m. in the afternoon to start the actual party as well, because we had people coming from everywhere. We had to give them time to get home. Yeah, massive shout out to my parents for helping out with everything and just putting everything together, and just everything just came together so smoothly. And just the outdoor setup, like Dad put so much effort into it. Like he spent days putting up all the lights and setting up like the undercover area, and we had like cafe umbrellas set up and all the fairy lights and the bar and just organizing everything and the food. Like Mum spent so long cooking, so a massive shout out to my parents for helping me out with that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this type of video. I'll definitely be doing an in-depth like skincare routine, like this type of video, and like seeing just something a little bit different, not always a workout. Please give this video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel and lets me know what you want to see more of. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!